will want to get off on the...
Yo, what is happening, peeps? Brandizzle here, bringing you another episode of Pro Clubs with Dom. Now, in this video, there is actually 3 of us, and that's because my friend Jabbert joined in with us. So we've got an extra man, so it's not just me and Dom this time. But as you see from early off, straight from the kickoff, we managed to score. Now, in this video, I want to get onto a topic about how what was wrong with this FIFA and what I'm excited about for the next FIFA. So in this FIFA, one of the last goals that we score in this actual game, you'll see, is pretty skeptical, you could say, because Jason, his character, is only 5'5" tall. Now, he beats a man in the air who's probably about 6 foot. I think it's one of the defaults or maybe one of their guys. I can't remember exactly. But just look out for that clip right at the end of the video. Now, for the next FIFA, we have been detailed with a few mechanics that they've brought in. Now, the mechanics I'm really excited for are the attacking techniques. Now, the first attacking technique they've said they've done is the driven finish. Now, in this FIFA, I find a lot of the time you go one-on-one with the keeper and you don't really have much control over the shot. You obviously have control of where it goes and how much power is put in it, but you don't actually really control how high it goes to the goal. Now, with this FIFA for FIFA 17, they said that they've now brought in a mechanic that lets players keep the ball low in any situation, whether that's finesse, volley, or when you're simply slotting it home like the one-on-ones such as that. So really excited for that. Hopefully you'll see lots of different goals scored in the near future as such. Now, another problem with this FIFA, which I found wasn't a problem with the FIFA before it, was the threaded through pass. And just as I say that, look, our player has played a good through ball. But no, there's a lot of the times when realistically there's a gap between the midfield or defence and your striker runs into it, and in real life or the FIFA 15 you'd be able to thread that ball into that gap and your striker's in and clean on goal. Now this year, it's really difficult to do that. A lot of passes get intercepted and it just slows down the game a lot, and then it's just literally going back and forth. But for FIFA 17, EA have said they've now added threaded through pass, which allows you to play more curved, precise and interspace passes, which should create new scoring chances with a perfectly executed threaded through pass. Now that sounds really exciting. That's going to allow you to, pick up the ball from midfield and pull it into spaces that maybe you couldn't get to before, creating more scoring chances. So really excited for that. But moving on quickly, sharply, another mechanic with the goalkeepers. Goalkeepers, when they got the ball either in their hands or at their feet, you can't really do much. It's very linear, it's either a throw or a kick into the space. But EA have brought in a mechanic which allows you to do driven goal kicks. Now, everyone knows Pepe Reina for that famous side driven goal kick. So, that's a pretty precise pass that he does there. So with the driven goal kicks, EA is saying it's going to be able to start quicker counter-attack by passing it out from goal with power and direction. So you can have a man on the wing, you can have a man, straight up the field, and hopefully now with your goal kicks from hands, you should be able to find them a lot more accurate. But the last thing now is heading. Now, heading on this game, I find, is very weird, because the shorter your guy is, the better he is in the air, which makes absolute no sense at all. It should be the taller you are, the better you are in the air. The more weight you have, the stronger you're going to be to hold off people. But it does not work like that. And when you do get onto headers anyway, there's not much control again over headers, like where they go, how high they are, and such as that. But EA have now brought in a mechanic which allows you to head the ball downwards. Now you see a lot of goals scored this way because you have greater control of the direction, and it's harder for keepers to get to when the ball's headed downwards. So reading from the description that FIFA EA have actually put, it says greater control in direction allows players to head the ball down and into the ground, making keepers work harder, which is exactly what I said. You know, heading that ball down, it makes it very, very difficult for a keeper to get to. Now, with all of these mechanics in place, I think as a striker, now you're gonna be, you know, if you're a good striker, that's because you're able to finish your one-on-ones, you're able to finish your headers, your volleys, no matter what it is, you know, find the space and be in the space to receive those, you know, through passes, which we spoke about. But I'm really excited now, and I can't wait for FIFA 7 to come out. You know, I'm excited for the journey as well. Pro clubs, we'll see if there is any improvements on the pro clubs. I mean, pro clubs isn't really, it's not really a marketed area for EA, because it's not where they, you know, generate their most income. And Ultimate Team is where they're creating their most income because of people buying packs, you know, buying FIFA points, should I say, instead of coins, and so forth. But now, like I said at the beginning of the opening of the video, the goal at the end. Now, here it is. Our man is at the back post, Jason, yeah? His player is 5'5", remember that, 5'5". And look, he beats all of these players in the air, and he puts it in the back, which is fair enough. It's a very good goal because he puts it in the top left-hand corner over there. But next year, hopefully, we're going to see that stop happening. Hopefully, you need to be taught to win headers, should we say, and you'll have greater control over where that ball's going. But anyway, wrapping up now. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, please share the video, please subscribe.